what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 5, Episode 9. So I learned one valuable lesson last night, and that is that I'm not interested in this show if Diamonds and Pearls and Ray J aren't on it. It's so boring without them. I don't care about any of these other folks, but you guys want a review, right? So let's get to it, shall we? So we see Apple, and looks like Apple is taking up a third job, okay? Not only is she a stripper slash rapper, but she's also a video vixen. Fuck, that music ain't paying the bills these days, okay? So Apple got to do what she got to do. And Apple is there providing background sexiness for some, rapper boy. I don't know who he is. I'm sorry. Not only is she there, but Amber Diamond is there as well. That's right, the music ain't paying that bitch's bills either. They're both there, and when they get a break, these two get to talking and commiserating about the fuckboy that is Rockstar. Apple is telling her how she was working with Rockstar, and that shit didn't pan out, and Amber Diamond tells her, well, shit, I got one better for you. My mama paid $20,000, okay? 20 stacks. Trying to get some music out of him, and the music was bullshit. Okay, you left out one little small detail. Apple, though, can appreciate it. She was like, even though, it didn't work out for you, that means something that your mama put out $20,000. I said, yeah, it means she's stupid. Because I don't have nobody there for me. Okay, Apple is grinding on her own by herself. Okay, she needs a manager. She needs some representation. She is appreciative to Diamonds and Pearls for the shit that he's done for her, but one song ain't really gonna do it, okay? I said, what? Run me my money, yeah, run me my face. Run me my money the way I get paid. Bitch, I feel like that's a hit if you ask me. She said that shit ain't gonna do it, okay? So she needs some representation, and Amber Diamond says, well, you know what? My mom is a manager, so maybe we can work something out. Hook that shit up, Amber. All right, later on we see Amber Diamond, and she says that she got to work shit out with her mom, that she do love her mom, and you only got one mom, unfortunately. So that's the one she got. But when Sean Love walk in the door, y'all, Sean Love is on a different, baby done came off the whole stroll and everything, just as nice. She tells Amber Diamond that she loves her. That's her daughter, and maybe it's time for her to step back as a momager and just be her mom, and we just gonna find somebody else to try to run your raggedy ass rapping career. Amber Diamond can appreciate that. Amber Diamond and her mama have some issues when it comes to Amber Diamond's very distinctive talent that she has. Anyways, this Apple girl that you telling me about, I did look her up and saw she was a stripper, okay, that she was able to open a bottle with her ass. That is not what she said. That is what I put in my notes, but then I was like, no, maybe she meant that the bottle can sit on her ass. But wouldn't you like to see a damn stripper open a bottle with their ass? Now, child, let me tell you, there was a stripper that was known in LA back in the day. Everybody had to have her at their bachelor parties. She could shoot a cube of ice across the room out her puss. It was a sight to see. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. Apple gets there, and Sean Love giving her the once over, okay, trying to figure out where she could use her best. And she says, okay, Apple, my daughter, she seems to love you, but she don't know shit, so let me try to vet you out. I know you got the stripper thing on lock. I know that. But tell me about you. So then Apple starts to give her whole story, how it's just her and her kids, and she's a stripper, and she's trying to be a rapper, and she ain't got nothing, ain't nobody helping her, giving her the whole stripper sob story. Did you hear how she had to slide in there that she got to go to jail for a month next month? I said, Apple, you cannot ruin your chances on this show. We got some high hopes for you with your old ass. But Apple don't seem to be too worried. Just a month. And in LA, the way the jails are overcrowded, she probably only gonna be in there a day. So that's probably why she ain't, but fuck, even a day is stressful to me. But that's probably why she's not too worried about it. Anyway, Sean Love listening to her. You know what? She didn't tugged at the hood heartstrings of Sean Love. And you know what? She looking at Apple Watch. She said, you know what? I see me and you. I feel like I could do something with you. Fuck, I know things get rough. We all been down that road before, okay? But there's some potential here. At least better than Amber Diamond, okay? So you're already batting 1,000. So Apple is appreciative, okay? Girl, let's get this money. All right. Sean Love was like, okay, fine. You know what? I'm going to need your name, your address, your phone number, your social security number. You're going to sign it on this contract here and we can get started. And Apple Watch is looking like, I said, Apple Watch, don't do it, baby. So Teairra tells us that her life is crazy, that she's been hiding away from the public since the sex tape and the pictures surfaced. But she has decided to meet up with her extra nosy friend Brooke, I guess to make her feel better. Child, these people ain't got no friends, because Brooke is not a friend. And Brooke, with her big mouth ass, now you should know the girl is fragile. But Brooke got to put a little salt in the wound and tell her how, she been knowing Akbar for years and how he always tried to talk to her and all her homegirls. T says, well, she kind of knew that she needed to concentrate on herself when she got out of rehab. But, he was so nice and, he got these light eyes that y'all seem to fall for. Brooke was like, girl, he used you as a publicity stunt. Everybody knows who Teairra Marie is. And still to this day, I don't know what the fuck a Akbar is. So put 2 and 2 together. We already knew that. I don't know why Teairra is so clueless. And then Brooke says, but you still seeing him. It's hard to feel sorry for you if you're going to be still seeing him. And she was just like, well, when it first came out, she was confused. She didn't think that he was the one that did it. She loved him and she trusted him. And he had done looked her in her eye, child. Y'all know about this looking in the fucking eye. Now that she knows the truth, she ain't playing no damn games, okay? She's suing his ass. And she's telling Brooke how both Paris and Nicky are out. Okay, Paris says she can't do the whole legal thing, and Nicky has not been around. She's been missing in action. So Brooke, because she's such a good nosy friend, she tells her, if you would allow me, I would like to be there for you. Okay, so I can get all the news and spread it around Hollywood. And Teairra says, you know what, that seems to work well with me. That's fine. You can be there for me. Thank you. So Bridget is having a listening party. Bridget has really scaled down the drama this season. If she would have been this way last season, we probably would have liked Bridget more and would have gave her music a chance. Y'all keep telling me she's dope. I still haven't listened to her music. Anyway, she's singing on the show. She's having a showcase for people to hear her new music. And fuck, it just looked like it's a motley crew of everybody that's there. First we see Moniece and Brooke. Brooke has got to see what's up with Moniece and Teairra. So Brooke is like, Moniece, I was with Teairra the other day and she telling me that everybody is kind of leaving her high and dry. Isn't that your friend? And Moniece was like, yeah, she is my friend. It's just that with all the shit that has happened, she kind of was pushing me away. So I took a step back. I left her alone. And so we don't talk that much. Actually, she hasn't talked to her in a while. Brooke says, well, Nicky is out. Okay, she can't be there for T, but I think that Teairra needs you. And Moniece was like, Nicky probably can't give Teairra what Teairra needs at this point. But as far as me being there for her, we'll see. That's the best I got for you today. So while they talking, up walks Bridget and Donatella. And Donatella tells us that she's going to have Bridget to London. Okay, that she can sing over there. And fuck, we might as well make it a girls trip. And I was like, Mona, bitch, don't tell me you got the UK in the budget now. We about to go all the way overseas like that, not to the islands, just a little puddle jumper from Miami to the Bahamas. I am not mad. See what happens when you stick with this show for 5 seasons? Shit. So the girls is ready to go. While they sitting there talking, in walk Jay Wheels, okay? And I'm just like, Jay Wheels, I'm gonna need you to not be so nose flared up and mad. He says that he humbled himself when he went to try out for the, Pride LA, and he was pissed off that they compared him to LaBrittany. Now, first the fuck all, why the hell you have LaBrittany come down there? That's what I told you, bringing sand to the beach, right? You need to worry about your own self that ain't got a damn job. Now the bitch got your job and now you out of a job. You probably would have got the job if you would have showed up as Candy. He mad. So he pulled Moniece to the side and he says, I took your advice, went in there, as the serious Jay Wheels. And, they didn't like that. They had the nerve to compare me to LaBrittany. And that bitch ain't got nothing on me. Moniece is telling him that she's never heard of LaBrittany. Never heard anything good anyway. So they obviously have it wrong. So she kind of co-signs on Jay Will's full of fucking niggatry. And then in walks Rockstar. She sees Rockstar over across the room, and she's been friends with Rockstar for a long ass time. Okay, she knows his adopted sister, and they, the family has been close. Rockstar gives us a little bit of a different story. Says that he knows Moniece inside and out. And you could take that any way you want to. I was like, that Rockstar, fuck Rockstar. That Moniece done been through the whole fucking cast, ain't she? Anyway, when she talks to Rockstar, she mad that Rockstar's been working with LaBrittany and not her. That's what she's been hearing. And she has way more talent than LaBrittany. So what gives? When we gonna do something? And Rockstar was like, you know what? We can get in the booth. We can get in the studio and do something. Okay, so Moniece seems to be happy with that. So remember, Jay Wills told us that he was gonna confront LaBrittany. Again, chest puffed up, he mad as fuck. Got an attitude, and he walks into a rehearsal that she's having. She was just like, "Hey, what's up? What you doing here?" And he was just like, "Yeah, I just came to, here to talk to you about what happened with LA Pride. They had the nerve to compare me to you. I know they wanted the Candy Girl and all." And she was just like, "Well, you know what? I done been around, and I done had a whole bunch of auditions, and some have worked out and some haven't. It's just she trying to tell him like that's just kind of how the ball bounces. But this nigga gonna say, well, you know what? You can't compare with what you can't compete." I said, "Oh, nigga, you gon' are you really gonna insult her like this?" And she was like, "Wait the fuck a minute now. Okay, I got the job, so it seemed like it's a problem here on your end." He says, "Well, I just feel like you need to be giving up this job, and stand with me." And I was like, "Nah, nigga, see, that ain't how it work, baby. We ain't giving up money for your ass. Especially when you come in here insulting me. Can we talk like we got some fucking sense? No, I won't be giving up my job." But you know what? LaBrittany said, "You go and take that fucking job, okay? Because I'm going to London with the girls." That's right, LaBrittany is also going. Bitch is booked and paid. Jay Wills was like, "Oh, you going to London, huh? Is Diamonds and Pearls gonna be with you?" And she was just like, "Well, why you asking that?" He says, "Because y'all are fucking right." And she was like, "Who the fuck told you that?" Moniece. And child, that's when all the hood boogery stupidity came in, and they got to arguing back and forth. He turned into Candy even though he was in his Jay Wills garb, okay? And he praying to God that, something happens to LaBrittany or whatever the fuck he says, and then she run and praise the God on the floor. She had to completely threw off the crazy 88s. They didn't know what the fuck she was doing, child. She done slid into third base and got into a prayer formation and prayed to God that something happened to Jay Willis. It was the most ridiculous foolishness. Child, she's so tiny. That crazy 88 just done picked her up and swung her around, okay, taking her out, but she didn't lose her lines, okay? And that's one thing you got to say for Mona. LaBrittany do know how to act. She telling Jay Wills, "Fuck you, bitch," and Jay Wills is telling her, "Fuck you," and we don't give a fuck about neither one of y'all, okay? I'm sorry, we just don't. Teairra, she's tired of being a victim, and she's going to take her life back by blasting Akbar and his stable of hoes. So she's having this press conference, and we all saw the press conference when it played out in real life. We see that Moniece and Brooke are there to support her, and before they go in, they see Alejandra the Grape out there saying, "Yeah, you guys think that Akbar did it, but he didn't do it. I did it. I uploaded the video and the pictures." Okay, and then she walks out. I said, "Child, listen, they ain't gonna fucking fool me with this goddamn stupid ass story now." I just am trying to figure out, I just keep on trying to give Teairra the benefit of the doubt. I know that I wouldn't want something like this out about myself, but we cannot forget about Mimi and what she went through and what she put everybody through for about 2 good years before she finally admitted that she was part of the plan. The only thing that throws me off, gives me some pause, is the fact that they got the legal system, involved. That's the only saving grace. But I'm just thinking to myself, even that, should we trust that she's telling the truth, even with her getting Lisa Bloom and, the justice system involved? Anyway, so we see Teairra giving the speech, and, Brooke and Moniece is there. While they're watching, we also see Paris and Nicky watching at home. Okay, Paris pauses the video, and Nicky was just like, "Paris, what do you think?" Paris was like, "Oh, honey, I told her I can't do the legal thing. This was for play. Mona told me to get in here and wreck shit around, but I didn't know that they was going to be doing all of this." So Paris is out. Nicky says, "I don't want to be wrapped up in a lawsuit that has nothing to do with me. I have to look at the bigger picture." And the bigger picture is she got spooked with that sex scandal that she was involved in back in the day with Mr. Potato Head. What's his name? The monster. What is his name, child? I can't think of it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that kind of looked like Cisco. Anyway, because she and her family got real businesses, she don't want to jeopardize any of that. Okay, Michelle is also watching with her stylist. She was just like, "Yeah, this shit don't sound right." Like I said earlier, okay? It makes you think of Mimi and all the drama that she went through. Okay, she gonna put her little nosy hat on. Akbar has reached out to her about some studio time. So, yeah, she's gonna go and see if she can kind of figure out exactly what is the truth in this damn dumbass story. And then afterwards, Teairra's finished her her press conference, and Moniece and Brooke are talking to her and telling her how proud they are that she did that. They also tell her that the grape was here earlier and that she said that she was the one who put the shit up, and Teairra was like, oh no, that's not true. She just doing that to protect him. Okay, his ass is the one who did it. I was like, girl, why are you so sure it wasn't all of them? Shit. Later on, Teairra has Brooke and Moniece over just to thank them again for their support. Now they at the pool, okay. Why the fuck do Brooke have on 7 bundles of, you know, your Indian curly hair? That shit was teased up to the side. I mean, it kind of reminded you of like old school Whitney Houston How Will I Know video. But black, baby. She had her makeup on. Her baby hairs was going. I said, where the fuck is you going, Brooke? You going to the pool, baby. All this you doing? She looked beautiful. But it was like ridiculous how she looked out there at that fucking pool. Anyway, Teairra's thanking them for being there. Okay, so much that she can say for Paris and Nicky. Well, you know what? She's been giving Paris a pass for some reason. Maybe because she doesn't feel like she and Paris are as close. Even though they were making it seem like they were pretty good friends, right? I mean, Paris was all up in her business like they was Ace Boon Coons, right? Okay, so now, why is it that you so mad at Nicky? Brooke tries to take up for Nicky and says, well, maybe because, you know, we saw you going back and forth. Maybe Nicky wasn't sure if you were done, okay? And maybe she just didn't want to be involved since you was going back and forth with Akbar. Teairra's like, so what? It don't matter, okay? I was there for her when she had her sex tape issues. So she should be with me in the same, you know, in the same instance. Brooke was like, okay, well then fuck. You mad? Well then let's go over there and, you know, confront Nicky. Give her hell for the way she's been treating you. Okay, Moniece, you in? Moniece was like, nope. Because, baby, I got a child and I need to keep my ass out of jail. Plus, I'm supposed to be going to the studio with rock stars. So, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that with y'all. Brooke was like, okay, fine, softy. Brooke and Teairra will take care of it. Let's go over there and scare Nicky, and then we all going to take our ass to London. Now, K. Michelle, I told you that she said that she was going to meet up with Akbar to see what she can get out of him. So when he comes in, sits down, you know, looks like they're at lunch. He was like, you know, what can we do together? And she was just like, well, you know me, I'm straight out. I'm just gonna put it to you plain. Are you the one that leaked the tape and the pictures of Teairra? He says no. She says, well, was it Sade? Okay, was it the grape? He says no. And she was like, why don't I believe you? You know, you got all these women and everything. And he was like, no, see, everybody got it wrong. Akbar and his stable of hoes, he was just trying to introduce the lifestyle to Teairra. They fine with it, so why wouldn't Teairra be as well? You might even like it, K. Michelle. I'm trying to add you to the stable. And she was like, you know what? Don't even fuck with me, okay? You real this damn respectful. I keep on saying respectful. Respectful. Disrespectful. And he was like, oh, no, I'm not trying. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And then she says what has to be the most ironic statement of the night. Oh, no, honey, I don't involve myself in foolery. And then she kind of made a face because I know she knew that she was. I said, bitch, now, K. Michelle, you know, if you don't do anything else, you involve yourself in quite a bit of foolery. Just you sitting down with this nigga right now ain't got nothing to do with Teairra or him. Just the fact that you want to know if he was the one that leaked the tape, but you don't involve yourself with foolery. Come on now. She caught herself. She kind of smirked when she looked down. You know this damn show, the whole existence is foolery. Now, Paris and Nicky, they hanging out. And remember, Teairra is supposed to be confronting Nicky about her not being around. So Teairra come busting in the scene. You know, Nicky and Paris are relaxed. Were they around the pool? I think they were. And, or maybe they weren't, child. Anyway, they sitting there talking, and Paris was like, oh, shit, what you doing here? You know, and she was just go straight to Nicky and says, hey, Nicky, why weren't you at my press conference? And Nicky was like, because I was at the hospital with my father, TT. Bitch, if you would bother to ask and not think that the fucking world revolves around you and your problems, we wouldn't be sitting up here arguing about it. Okay, Teairra was like, oh, you gonna bring family in it now? Yes, my dad over you and your fuck shit. Yes, Teairra. Like she wasn't prepared for that damn daddy being in the hospital. You really mad that she with her daddy, girl? And just like I told you guys, Nicky is tired of being there for Teairra. And sometimes you just got to chalk them kind of friends off. If you feel like they're not there for you as much as you there for them, then it's time to just be a wrap on that one. There ain't no sense in wasting time on it. All these unbalanced friendships, I'm trying to tell you, it's too much work. Clear them out and move on with your life. Okay, and that's from Auntie Rocky. Y'all keep that gem in your purse. And basically, they start arguing about who been there the most for each other. Teairra tells her that she was there for her when her brother died. So that means that Nicky should be there for when she has this press conference. I'm being facetious, you guys. I know she means in this whole situation with Akbar and the stable of hoes. But, you know, I just... Oh, it's so tiring. Moniece tries to step in and calm everybody down because, you know, emotions then got real high. Moniece says, well, you know, I've been through a sex tape scandal, even though hers never made the light of day. Okay. Nicky's been through it. Teairra's been through it. We've all been through some things. Okay. It is nice to have a friend that can be there for you when you need them. That's all we trying to say here. And then Nicky, she starts to feel a little bad. And she was just like, well, you know what, TT, you were there for me when my brother died. So I just want to apologize for that. And I just don't want to fight about it anymore. Nicky is just like, I'm just trying to avoid all confrontation about this. She would like for this whole sex tape thing to go away. Don't want nobody else to dig out her old tape and she have to fight with that shit again. So, Teairra, I'm sorry. I'll be there for you as much as I can until this damn show is over, and then I'll get the fuck on again. And then lastly, you guys, we see Moniece in the studio, and something ain't right with Moniece. I've been having that feel the whole season. And now in real life, we see her begging Mona to let her out of her contract because she can't take it no more. Well, we're starting to see the unraveling of Moniece in this here season. And Moniece is in there singing a sultry ditty that goes a little bit like this. 8 days a week, I need you to tell me that I need to breathe. 8 times a day, 8 days a week. I said, bitch, that's 8 days too many. What the fuck? Rockstar is listening. He rolling his eyes, but, you know, trying to act like he getting into the groove of it. And Moniece tells us that this is not her day for the studio. Okay, not making the best impression on Rockstar. Rockstar says, you know what? Come on out the booth. Let's take a little break, see. So she's just like, I don't really know what's going on with me today. And he was like, well, one of the things is you're not even saying the words right. Like, let's try to go over the words. While she's standing there talking to Rockstar, who should walk in but Brooke. Okay, you know, Brooke is Moniece's new friend. And Brooke is just there to support. I said, Mona, bitch, now why you put this child in there with Moniece? You know Moniece can't take no more. And Brooke is with the shits, for sure. Brooke comes in, and remember, she's just sitting in the background, and, you know, he's talking to Moniece, and she's starting to bring it up an octave, like, 8 days a week. I need you to tell me that I need to breathe. Bitch, I thought I was jamming on that part. Yeah, maybe an octave higher because Brooke is singing it high, you know, 8 days a week. And Moniece is looking at Brooke like, bitch, I know you ain't trying to come in here and steal my gig, are you? That's exactly what she doing. You better watch out for that snake. Well, Rockstar tells her, let's try the octave higher. Go on back in the booth and we'll see what we can do. Well, Moniece takes a step out of the booth. I guess she has to go to the restroom. So while she's gone, Brooke and Rockstar talking, and he was just like, yeah, this is not gonna go well. Like, let me let you hear what she said so far. So then he plays back the music for Brooke, and Brooke is listening like, no, that is a fucking mess. Anyway, they waiting for Moniece to come back to the studio like, what is taking so long? What is she doing? Well, Moniece is having a breakdown out in the hallway, so that's why she ain't made it back in. She's on the floor and she's breathing hard, and first it looks like it's just gonna be one of Mona's shenanigans as usual. Both Brooke and Rockstar come out and they was like, what's the matter? Are you okay? And, you know, she was just like, I can't breathe. Like, my heart is racing. And Brooke was like, okay, you know, so we trying to figure out if this for play, if this for real. Then it starts to look like maybe it is. So then that's when production starts to step in and, okay, now this might be a little bit more serious. Okay. And they lay her down flat. And then next thing you know, they done called the ambulance in. And, you know, Rockstar and Brooke, now they realize that it might be a panic attack. And so y'all going back in the studio. So they're trying to tend to Moniece. You know, the paramedics come and they put her on the stretcher and everything. And child, we got Rockstar and Brooke in there clowning. And I was just like, this is fucked up. I mean, I guess Brooke is not really, Brooke ain't nobody's friend, let's be clear, okay? But she don't have no reason to be any kind of way with Moniece, I guess. But I mean, you see the girl is obviously having some sort of anxiety or panic attack, and y'all in there talking about this girl. I mean, just so wrong. Moniece is out there crying about her life not never gonna be normal, and you know, all this going on, and they in there like, oh, they told us to lay her flat, but now they sitting her up and they putting her, I bet you she don't get in that stretcher, I bet you she don't get in that ambulance. And then when they see her get pulled off, you know, they just basically think it's some bullshit. I was just like, this is fucked up. But you know what? It's kismet that these two have ended back up in the studio together. Because even though Moniece sounded like shit, we can possibly do something, Brooke. So then Brooke gets in there. 8 days a week, I need you to tell me that. And they had a little auto-tune on it so it might not sound the same. Just, oh, they were so shady. I was just like, that Brooke ain't for nobody, is she? All right, rock stars, that's it, child. Let me get off of here. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Oh, somebody is just walking back and forth in my parking lot. What are you doing? Just lost. It's a beautiful day in Atlanta today, too. Hella sunny. You wouldn't even know that we are about to be in fall. I mean, it feels like the middle of the summer in Los Angeles. No humidity. It's just nice and sunny. I got old Foxy washed yesterday. Got in detail. She looking good and shiny. Gonna take my top off today. Yeah, it's all good. Anyway, you guys. What's he doing? Anyway, let me get off of here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.